Van, another outstanding senior, 6 foot 175. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Single back now. Got 5 up front. And this will go to the outside, and good movement. And this is going to be a big run by Van, and Van's going to go to the house.
Wow.
Touchdown. There is a flag at the 38. Looks like it's going to be a hold, but a 39-yard touchdown taken back.
Wow. They had the perfect run call versus the perfect defense, just executed at a high level. This is what we were talking about. First game penalties, it cost them 6 points right here. Just got to be a little bit more disciplined in your technique, in your rhythm. But they got to bounce back after a tough penalty on the first touchdown of the football game.
Well, now you can see why Coach Pangel likes what he has in his front line, and he also likes what he has at running back between Love, Ralph Dixon, Dylan Van. These guys can really run the ball.
And the offensive line sets the tempo for that. They can run different plays out of any set. That is the key. And they're going to throw this Jeremiah Love kid all over the field. You see him at the bottom of your screen, right at the 50. He's in the slot right now. He does it all for this team.
Pass over the middle, and that is going to be a pick. That is picked off, and that is going the other way for Milton. And that is going to go to the 10, to the 5, and diving towards the house. He's going to be down at the 1-yard line.
Wow.
Big interception by Will Parton. That's one of the guys we were talking about on their defense, one of the defensive leaders a week ago in Milton, Georgia, and he comes up with a big pick, just put out the hands and got the ball and ran downfield, as we will hopefully get another look at it here in a second. Ron Gatling, the superstar, he's one of the wide receivers, along with Mark Esley II, who had an outstanding game a week ago.
Yes, he did.
Scott Moskowitz, who also had an outstanding game running the ball. He's one of the running backs, along with Braden Holmes, and Luke Nickel is the quarterback.
Scott, it's not about talent for this Milton team. They have all the talent they need. They just got to execute when the game plan presents itself, and I think they've off to a good start here, getting an early turnover.
Moskowitz will not get the ball. Here's Nickel throwing a little flare into the end zone, and that is a touchdown. Touchdown, Milton. Mark Esley II, a 1-yard reception.
Great football call right there. We actually talked about that last week. Milton finding a way to protect their young quarterback with some easy throws outside the pocket. Does a good job of play action. Finds his receiver wide open for an easy 1-yard score. Just that misdirection. Everyone on the Christian Brothers defense thought run there. Not so fast. We're throwing a pass for a touchdown.
Welcome back here to Canton, Ohio. We are at the Hall of Fame Stadium, Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium in Canton, Ohio. Beautiful evening, very comfortable. Scott Coletti along with Brandon Dowdy. And right off the get-go, Brandon, a turnover, and Milton turning it into points.
Yeah, that was a key to the game we highlighted. Milton had to come out fast, and they couldn't come out any faster than that, creating a huge turnover and scoring on their first offensive play.
Here's a good run back coming to Van, and Van is hit, and he gets all the way across the 40, and we have a flag right in front of you on your screen at the 39. See what that is about. Christian Brothers in this week's Max Preps poll, number 70 in the country. And Milton, who thought that they were a good nationally ranked team until facing an even better one last week in Lipscomb Academy out of Nashville, Tennessee. Well, they're trying to redeem themselves, and they're up 7-0. Give up a 3-yard gain on that run.
Yeah, they're going to have to find ways to get Jeremiah Love the football in this football game. Use him as a decoy, which they did right there.
And there's another good run down the right side, and this could go to the house again, and if so, it's going to count as being caught as Ralph Dixon. Well, I mentioned Love and Van being the mainstays, but Dixon, he's hard to see, and he was hard to see on that play, as by the time they saw him, they were chasing after him, they being Milton.
Yeah, great running backs that have ever been around can block for their teammates. Jeremiah Love put on a huge block to spring that huge run.
Love the carry this time. He hesitated. He dives to the end zone. He's in for a quick 6.
Wow.
Just like that, touchdown, Christian Brothers. Did we take a breath yet?
Wow. And that is exactly the game plan coming into this game, was running the football, using those big offensive linemen, those experienced offensive linemen, and running right behind them. They do a good job of executing. Offensive line holds their water as the quarterback claps for the cadence. Great execution.
3rd down and 4. They need to get to the 30. 7-7 tie is Nickel passing. He's going to flare it over the middle, and that's a catch at the 38. And that will be 1st down yardage as he got it to DeBron Gatling. Gatling, a guy who had a big first half, and then last week they made adjustments, did Lipscomb Academy, and made sure he didn't get anywhere near the ball. They were triple teaming him.
Yes, they were. They doubled him. They knew where number 1 was on that field, but great job. Great route in the slant route. Good throw by Nickel in rhythm, picking up a huge 1st down on this drive.
Tried to get it to Mark Esley Jr., the 2nd, and he couldn't get it. It's going to be 4th down. We're going to have the field goal unit coming out.
Little flash of Esley's speed there. Does a good job of stepping on the DB's toes, creating no more space between him and the DBs, and makes a sharp cut to that back pylon corner. That's a throw Nichols will want to have back later in this game. You put that in your memory bank because that thing's open.
27-yarder by Moda. It is up, and it is through. So Moda with the 27-yard field goal, 3:52 to play here in the first quarter of play. It is Milton retaking the lead. They lead at 10-7 over Christian Brothers Academy out of St. Louis. 2022 Freedom Bowl here in Canton, Ohio on FloFootball. First and goal at the 10, and the run gets a couple of yards. It'll get to about the 8. That was the keeper by the quarterback, Jason Wiley, who is a 6'1", 170 sophomore. A slick cat, as Scott Pingle calls him. He has the strongest arm, the quickest release, a special player, and he throws it towards the end zone. It's tipped and incomplete. Good defensive play there by Milton, as breaking that up was Braden Holmes. Braden Holmes listed as fast to the ball, and he was quick to the ball there. He needed to be, otherwise that's 6.
Yeah, absolutely. Got beat off the line. Quarterbacks just got to know that tighter you get in the red zone, the quicker these throws happening.
Here's another throw towards the end zone. Wide open man, and that is a touchdown for 6. Jeremiah McClellan, touchdown, Christian Brothers. And we talked about that big body receiver, 6'1", 190. Well, he didn't so much need all the sides because he got wide open on his route.
Yeah, and it was a credit to the scheme. They did a really good job, cutting the field in half for the young sophomore quarterback, giving him an easy read. Flat wasn't there. Second read was the wheel route. Does a good job just making an accurate throw for 6 points. Great scheme there on that drive.
11:20 to go. Here is the quarterback passing on the right side, and that's Moskowitz. And Moskowitz across the 25 all the way near the 30. And that should be a 1st down for Milton. Nice patient play ran there by the Eagles, and they get a 1st down out of it.
Just the sister of what I was talking about, just pushing vertically. They faked a bubble screen to the outside. You see Nickel do a good job with his eyes, holding players, but they get some hog mollies out in front, setting up that screen for Moskowitz. Great call. The chess match of this team is coming up right now. Wiley back in this football game for his 2nd series in a row. Something to look forward to. Gives him a little extra attack from the run game using his speed from the quarterback position.
Yeah, just a sophomore with speed. Good arm as well, and Dylan Van doesn't need the arm. He can run. He gets to the outside the logo for the NFL, and finally brought down, but not until a good gain. Will Parton, who has the interception, also has a tackle there. Welcome back here to Canton, Ohio. Scott Coletti along with Brandon Dowdy here on FloFootball as we get ready for a big 3rd and 3 at the 16 of Christian Brothers. And back to pass is Nickel rolling out. He's looking. A flag is thrown. This will probably come back. Nickel on an angle run has the 1st down if it counts, but I think it might be coming back, Brandon, but we will see what the men in stripes call.
Looked like they got a legal man downfield here. They tried to throw a screen pass, and Christian Brothers sniffed it out, but great job by Nickel just being an athlete, trying to pick up this 1st down with his great defense, good pressure up front that caused that pass to go a little bit awry. But I like the concept. They got to take advantage of these outside matchups, especially on 3rd and long. If they're going to press you up, we got to push vertically as an offensive unit and try to create plays on the outside.
Moda with the 47-yard field goal, and it is good. 6:29 to go. 47-yarder by Moda has tied the game. It is Milton 13, Christian Brothers 13. The Hall of Fame Stadium, Tom Benson Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio, here at the Freedom Bowl on FloFootball. Coach Pingle, Scott Pingle, knew that they were going to see a lot more physicality than what they're used to seeing.
Yep.
They see a lot of good teams, but nothing like what they're seeing right now.
Yep. They're definitely got. There's the speed and the physicality in the state of Georgia that they're known for, and they're showing it here in this first half.
2nd down and 10 after the incompletion. Nickel goes left side this time. Gatling makes a catch, and Gatling is gone. Touchdown, Milton. 66 yards to the house. Nickel to Gatling. You know, Gatling's been wanting to get one since last week. He got a little frustrated being double teamed, but that time they ran a good route for him, and Nickel put the ball right where it needed to be. Take another look at it.
As you can see, he just fakes the bubble screen on the outside, does a good job executing, pushing two guys vertical down the field. Nickel does a good job going inside out. What we call that from an offense perspective is a 2-on-1 ball. They play covers 2 over there. They have 2 guys. Offense has 2 guys, and the defense only has 1. Nickel does a great job putting an accurate throw. Just right there, it takes Gatling 1 play to get going. You can see why he's such a threat for this Milton offense. Really impressed with Mickey checking at the line of scrimmage, recognizing zone coverage, get to his best zone look, gets an easy completion for an easy first down. Very impressive rep there for the young quarterback.
So McKee back out there at quarterback, starting to feel comfortable, looking right this time, has a man, and that is going to be a catch, and that is a completion to McClellan, and McClellan, a guy who we've said that Coach Pingle said he's probably one of the best receivers he's ever had, just overall what he can do. He got open, and then he waited on the ball. Watch this. He waits on the ball and then just hauls it in, going away from his body. 2nd down and 13 at the 17. Here's McKee. Couple of steps, had plenty of time, gets it to a wide open man, and that is caught as he gets Stewart this time. Close to the first down. Not sure if he got enough or not. It looks like they're going to look at it.
Stewart does a great job just feeling zone coverage, feeling the soft spot in the zone coverage. As you see right here, McKee just finds him in the soft spot in the zone coverage. He catches the ball and gets vertical, giving him a chance to pick up a first down, making these referees make a decision on 3rd and 1, and his coaching staff. Now we can throw the ball, we can run the ball, we can do whatever we want. If he keeps running into that zone coverage and covers himself, they don't have a chance at the play. Great job by Stewart just feeling that zone. That's a college level play right there. This is what Milton can't do. They can't start getting these penalties when they start getting tired late in these halves. Got to make sure they shore that up at halftime.
2nd down and 5. Here's a big pass down the right sideline, and a man is right there, and that is double pump for a touchdown. McClellan, well, we said he can catch the ball, can't he?
Wow. What a route, what a throw, what a catch. That usually means success in football. What a great throw, little double move on the outside, little out and up. McKee does a good job putting it on him, give him a chance. There's his footwork gives him a chance, and makes an incredible catch on the sideline. Wow. They are striking and striking fast. Every time Milton has gotten control of this game, Christian Brothers has had an answer. Right there is just their answer.
Now, they're probably going to prove me wrong, but you got to think with the running backs that they have, even without Love in the ball game, that they're just going to try pounding it on the ground.
See, I'm on the contrary, Scott. I actually think that they need to just give.
So you're going to prove me wrong.
I think they got to give McKee an option to be able to run the football or throw it. They had success, drew up a really good play on.
And as we see that, Dixon goes off left tackle into the end zone. Well, we're both right, Brandon. They scored a touchdown.
They did. That was a third. I think mine was a 3rd down call, but great. Great. That was a great run. Good job by the offensive line. They really.
That was a good drive.
They set the tempo up front for what they wanted to be on the offensive line. Great job. And
Get
here he is.
Look at it.
Yeah, here he is, just literally willing himself into the end zone. Great execution on the offensive line, creating him that zone, but he makes a guy miss in the backfield. And it pays off for him for a Christian Brothers.
Brings up a
game.
3rd and 2. So with 11:15, plenty of time to go in the 3rd quarter. You're up a touchdown. What do you run here?
Yeah, I think you stay with the run game, get it on the ground. They actually had 2 RPO looks to run the screen on the outside that I thought would go for first down yardage, but decided to give the ball. Never wrong for giving the ball, but good job. I think they're going to throw it here on 3rd down.
3rd and 2, they do throw it. It's McClellan. Why not throw it to him? He gets free, and he gets free again at midfield. Breaks toward the middle. He could be gone. He's inside the 30. Keeps on running. One man to beat, and he's finally down at the 7. Flag is thrown at the last minute, but what a catch and run after catch. Rob Billings saved the touchdown.
Yeah, like I said, the perimeter was there 2 plays in a row. They elect to go with the run, which you're never wrong giving the ball, young quarterbacks. But does a good job calling the perimeter screen here, not even giving the young quarterback an option. Makes a good accurate throw, and then McKellen doing what he's done all game, just being versatile and dynamic when he gets the ball in his hands.
He is a special talent for sure. Only a junior. You look at him right there, just a special talent, quick. He knows how to bring in the ball. He knows how to get the ball if it's not even by him. We've seen him come up with some big catches, and the run, Dylan Van, and Van is in. Touchdown. 2-yard run, or 4-yard run for Dylan Van. We'll give him 2 more yards. Dylan Van will just run it in. He followed the blockers, got a streak, and got in standing up. Comes with 10:30 to go in the 4th quarter and opens up a big lead. Motion man with Nave going to the left side, top of your picture. Moskowitz switches to the left of Nickel. Clock is stopped, so no rush. Play action to Moskowitz. The pass right side to Esley. He catches it down the right sideline. Tried to make a move and slipped down, but he thought that he was open enough to go downfield for 6.
Wow.
And he ended up with a big-time reception. Dorian DuBose on the coverage, credited with the tackle. But what a route by Esley, and that's one of the things that he can do.
Yeah, great route, great combination. All they did is try to bracket. They tried to pass off 1 and 2 on the outside and versus the cover 4 defense. Had a little bit of miscommunication, hit him for a big play.
Esley again. This one, like last week when we were doing the Freedom Bowl in Milton, Georgia, what you talked about and said many, many times, Brandon, that's almost like a run play. You just get a little pass on the right and let the guy who has the move and speed make some moves in speed.
Yeah, out in space. Get your playmakers out in space. That's what the game of football is all about. Something to watch out here is Gatling is one-on-one on the outside to the top of the screen here. Maybe a little double move, maybe a shot to him.
That's a good
be
point.
Careful.
Well, he's looking that way, and he gets him on a slant, and he gets him right on cue. The catch was made at the 10, and he's down to the 7. Man, Nostradamus, you called that one.
Yeah. I just saw him single coverage out there. Your best receiver, he doesn't. When he gets single coverage, a young quarterback just got to identify that. Your best player, Nickel, does a good job staying in rhythm, gives him an accurate ball in traffic. That's a big time catch by Gatling here, showing off his array of philosophy in the tight zone is check down or touchdown. When anything else does not matter here. We need to protect the football and make sure that our guys are coming away with it, and we have the ball to end this series.
This is the best case scenario, though. They've gotten downfield in a couple of plays. They need to get it in for it to work even better, but down 2 scores are doing what they need to do, and there's Gatling into the end zone. Touchdown, 7 yards. DeBron Gatling from Luke Nickel. 2nd touchdown of the game and season for Gatling.
Great patience right there by Gatling, not coming off the ball real strong, just kind of slow plays the outside. Nickel does a good job. He's making an accurate throw, a little too much soft coverage there by Christian Brothers, and they paid for it. Big score by Milton, and score fast. That is
so
huge.
8:42 to go. Good field position for Christian Brothers at the 49 of Milton. Back out of quarterback now, Jason Wiley, who has a stronger arm, quick release, and can also fly. Speaking of flying, there's a guy who can fly, Dylan Van, and Van will gain about 13 on that play, and that will move to chains.
That's an advantage of running the RPOs. These linebackers are just a little bit hesitant to their holes, their gap scheme, because they're so worried about the threat on the outside.
Van on the quick snap. Van gets a seam, and Van will get 6. Touchdown, Christian Brothers. 36 yards, Dylan Van. And you talk about a quick drive. How about a couple of plays?
Wow, what a hole. What a hole by this offensive line. They do a great job just running the repeat call 2 plays in a row. Look at this hole that just I could have ran through that one. Makes the safety miss. Anytime you can get a running back on a third level player, a safety, a corner, they have to make those guys miss. That's what they're born to do. And he did a good job there and getting downfield. Big score for Christian Brothers. What a answer.